guys, it's Megan. Oh my god, I am so excited to do this video today. This is going to be my Q&A, which you guys submitted questions on last Sunday's Project 20 Pan update. And thank you all so much for asking me questions and being so thoughtful in your questions. And I have so many. What I did was I took screenshots of every single question, made a Word document of it, printed them out, and then I put them in this bowl. So I'm gonna like randomly pick them, and I don't know, I like dorky stuff like that, so I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for taking the time to ask me questions, and I just really appreciate it and didn't know that so many of you would ask me questions, so I'm really excited. And one of the main questions that I got was what I studied in college. And some of you guys know that I graduated college last May, so I'm a freshly new college graduate, and I studied communication, specifically advertising and marketing. So I loved my program. It was amazing. I went to Loyola University in Maryland, and it was a perfect school for me. It was my dream school, and I was so excited that I got to go there. So if you're interested in that school, I really recommend it. I don't think it would be for everyone, and I'm really glad that I found the group of friends that I did, because if I didn't, I don't think I would like the social life as much as I did if I didn't have the specific group of friends that I found. So that I think is true for any school, but I loved my program, and so I studied advertising and marketing. So that was like a big question. I just thought I would get that out of the way first. But yeah, so I'm going to pick randomly, and I'm so excited. Okay. So Bourbon asked, what motivated you to start making YouTube videos? And this was also something that I got several times. So what motivated me to make YouTube videos was I had been watching YouTube videos for quite some time. I didn't start making YouTube videos until my sophomore year in college. I was probably watching YouTube videos since junior or senior year of high school. So I was like always watching. I was totally obsessed with the community of YouTube beauty stuff, and I was catching myself always like talking to myself in the mirror as if I was doing like a tutorial. So I'd be like, now you're gonna put this shadow in the crease, and I finally decided that I would film myself making videos instead of just talking to myself and not filming it. So yeah, I decided to make it because I had been watching for so long, and I thought that it would be fun to talk about makeup because no one else around me really is interested in makeup. So that is why I started making YouTube videos. GlamGirl7 asked, how old are you and what kind of work do you do? I'm 22, which is super weird. I feel like I'm still 18, but I'm 22, and currently I work at Bed Bath & Beyond as a customer service person, and that is what I do currently, but it's definitely not what I want to do forever. Lena7623, which I love your videos, Lena, she asked, what was your major in college, and do you see yourself having a career that is focused in your major? And like I said, I studied advertising and marketing. I love that field, and so I definitely want to do something as like a future career in like advertising or marketing. I really am interested in market research, so that is definitely something like that's kind of the path that I want to go towards. So I do see myself doing something in the field that I studied, but it kind of overlaps with psychology as well. So I'm not sure if I actually will end up doing something in advertising or marketing, but I kind of like envision myself doing something in that field. Michaela Green asked, what is the hardest thing for you to use up in Project Pants? And she said that hers is hairstyling products. My hardest thing to use up for like use it up challenges is definitely like powder products, eyeshadows. Have never used up an eyeshadow, blushes, bronzers, just anything like colored powder product is basically impossible for me to use up unless I do it for like a year, which you guys know with my bronzer, it's going on a year and I'm still not done with it. Evidence Stealth asked, what are the frame things in your background and what kinds of books do you like to read? So I'm gonna do like a shot of the frame things that I have in my background. I actually made a video like really towards the beginning of my YouTube of when I created those. What they are different life lessons that I've learned. So I bought those frames and I wrote out all these different life lessons that I learned, and I framed them all and put them up on my wall as kind of a reminder to myself. Now I'm so used to them, I don't like notice them a lot, but when I do, they're really grounding, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I just have a bunch of different ones. I think I have, let's see, I don't know, I have a ton, geez. Probably have like 20 up there. So I just have a bunch of life lessons, and it's my life lesson frames, and yeah, I just love them. And what kind of books I like? I love kind of like teen fiction novels. I really just love something easy to read. I love The Hunger Games, that was super good. I don't know, I like a bunch of different books. I like autobiographies right now is something I'm really into. I'm reading Malala's autobiography, I Am Malala. It's hard to think of like what kind of books I like to read. I have like a ton of books here. I love Ellen Hopkins. She writes like poetry novels. So she has been one of my favorites, favorite authors for a really long time. Who else? Malcolm Gladwell. He writes amazing like nonfiction books about marketing and like different like consumer things, but also just like human type stuff, like the way your mind works, and it's really interesting. Malcolm Gladwell is awesome. And adult fiction, I really like that. I don't read as much as I should or as much as I used to, but I really love adult fiction. And my two probably favorite books ever currently are Room by, oh my god, who wrote Room? Someone wrote Room, oh, Emma Donoghue, sorry. Room and The History of Love. History of Love is like my favorite book ever. So if you need something to read The History of Love. Okay. Erin Jones asks, what did you study in school? So I answered that. What are some of your favorite YouTube channels? I love so many YouTube channels. I love Lisa D1 as like kind of, I don't know, she seems like a different entity. I don't know, she doesn't even seem real sometimes, so I kind of like to watch her to unwind, and I don't know, I just really like her personality. I also love all of my Project Pan friends. I love watching Sam, I love watching FAITHERSK, and NATASHA, I love watching NATASHA's videos, and Anna, oh my god, Anna, your personality, I just love it. There are so many people that I love to watch, and it's really like hard for me to like name some because I know I'm gonna leave people out, but anyone that I'm subscribed to, I like to watch. What are your favorite blogs? My favorite blog is by my friend Ellie, and it's called Beauty Products Junkie. She just writes so well. Her pictures are beautiful. She has beautiful taste in makeup, and I just love reading your blog, Ellie. And who inspired you to start YouTube? So the first person I ever started watching on YouTube was Makeup by Tiffany D, and I think she is probably the main inspiration for me to start my YouTube channel, just because she was like my first person that I ever watched, and I like watched all of her videos, and she really taught me how to do makeup. And her, and also Lisa D1, I loved her, and Michelle 1218. Those are probably the three that I watched a lot that like made me want to make videos. And also Lorraine from The Current Custom, I loved her. Sunshine Life asked, who's Sam? And I talk about Sam so much, and I don't like even realize that I don't say like who she is, but she makes YouTube videos on here too. Her username is Rising Water, and we just became friends on YouTube, and we're like best friends now. It's absolutely amazing. She lives in Canada and I live in the United States, so it's not like we're real life friends, but we are real life friends because we just connect so easily. And I'll link her channel down below for you guys who don't know her or who have always wondered who I'm talking about. You can finally meet her and watch her videos because she is awesome. I love you, Sam. So that, I'm surprised I didn't get asked that question more because I realize I don't ever explain who Sam is. Sorry, Sam. King Stimp Mary asked, what made you decide to start project panning? I started project panning because I just realized I had an overwhelming amount of stuff and I needed to use stuff or get rid of stuff, and I knew that I wanted to like try to finish some stuff, so that's when I started project panning. I started with my Project Use It Up and then I transitioned into Project Pan, and that was like a perfect like way for me to ease myself into project panning. She asked, what is your biggest downfall in project panning? I guess staying true to some products is really hard, or like remembering to use a product every day, because after a while you just don't want to use it every day, and especially if it's not your favorite thing, you just don't want to use it, and that's definitely my downfall, because sometimes I remember this, but a lot of the time I forget that if I use it every day, it's gone quicker, and then I don't have to deal with it. But I forget that, so yeah, I just don't use something every day, and then it lasts forever, and I hate it even more. So that's definitely my biggest downfall. Do you have any pets? No, I don't. I wish I did. I really want a dog. That would be amazing. How old are you? I'm 22, and thank you, Mary, for your questions. All right, HK Sacco and Natalie asked me, what was your major in college? Answer that, and my dream job. Whenever someone asks me my dream job, I have no idea, because I just like so many different things, and I think so many different things are interesting, and I just don't know what like path to take for like a dream job. It would be amazing to do YouTube as a job. That is truly like a dream, and like something that I don't think is actually attainable, but so I think that would be like a dream job. I think it would be so amazing to do this and make enough money where I can do this as a job. That would be incredible. So that's probably like a dream job, like a true dream, but something that I would love to work as this, and I think that it is possible, would be as a market researcher for a beauty company. So like a skincare or a makeup company, or just like a giant cosmetic company like L'Oreal, and do market research for that. I think that would be amazing, and that is definitely a dream job, and I hope that one day I might have that job. Abby Stewart asks, why did you want to join YouTube, and what's your favorite lip product? So I kind of answered the YouTube one, and the lip product, oh my god, I really love my NARS Rikugian lip pencil right now, but my all-time favorite lipstick, let me just grab it really quickly. My all-time favorite lipstick is Rimmel Summer Angel. I just love this lipstick, even though it looks like the most bizarre color ever. It's like a pink champagne color. I don't know what it is about this, but I love this lipstick. It is, I've used up one completely, and I bought this one. I just love it. It's like my favorite lipstick ever. So yeah, there's that. And why did I start, blah, 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 blah. And why did I want to start joining YouTube? Why can I speak? I just wanted to be part of a community and make my voice heard. And I think that's really what it all came down to, was that I had like all this like huge interest in makeup, and I had no one to talk to about it, and I just wanted to talk to people that also had that interest. So that is definitely why I joined YouTube. So my camera totes died, so let's get back into the questions. Morgan Beauty asked, first of all, hey Morgan, what's my favorite quote? And my favorite quote is, be afraid but do it anyway. And I just love that quote because it pushes me to like do stuff even if I'm anxious about it, which I get really anxious about like pretty much everything. But I know that if I can push past that, I can have really amazing experiences and just really enjoy life even more if I just like do it and stop being so like irrationally afraid of things. And then my favorite prayer, which I think some people would think of this as a quote, is the Serenity Prayer, and I have it on this magnet that I keep right on my vanity, and it goes, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I just love that. I pray that pretty much every night, and it just has really helped me through a lot of difficult situations. So I love the Serenity Prayer. And she also asked, what is my number one advice to give anyone? And that would definitely be to just be yourself no matter what. Even if you get made fun of it for it or anything, just be yourself. And I know that pretty much everyone has gone through something where, like, when they were themselves, they were picked on for it, or something negative happened just because they were being themselves. And I think that's really sad, and I never want someone to not be themselves because of that. And I hope that all of you guys just, like, love yourself and believe in yourself enough to be who you actually are and be that amazing person to everyone you meet, even if you are crazy and insane like I am, because it's just more fun and easier to be yourself than to just fake being someone you're not. So just be yourself, and that is my number one advice for anyone. All right. Anna Myers asks, what's your degree and where do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years? Okay, so my degree is in advertising and marketing. In 5 years and 10 years, these kind of things, like when people ask me, like in interviews and stuff, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It gives me like such anxiety. Like, I have no idea. Honestly, in 5 years, I'm 27. In 10 years, I'm 32. Like, I can't even process that. So in 5 years, I would really like to be in a stable career. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I would really love to be like somewhere that I love, doing something I enjoy, and be somewhere for like a few years at that point. And then in 10 years, who knows job-wise what it's going to be like. Like, am I going to be hopping around from job to job? Who knows? But I would really love at that point to maybe be married, maybe be thinking about having kids. That would be really amazing. So who knows what my life will actually be like in 5 or 10 years, but that would be a pretty great place to be. Denise Bookout asked me, I see a big stack of books behind you. What are your favorite genres and what are your favorite books of all time? So I kind of answer that as well. My favorite book of all time is The History of Love by Nicole Krauss. Amazing, amazing adult fiction novel. I read it so many times. It is perfect. And my favorite genres: young adult fiction, autobiographies, and fiction that's, or non-fiction that's about like psychology or just anything to deal with like humans, basically. I love stuff like that, like sciencey things like that. Stacy K76 asks, hey Stacy, what did you go to school for? How big is your family, and will you always stay in your area? My family isn't huge. My dad has 4 siblings, but only one of them he has 3 siblings. He's one of 4, but only one of them have children. So my family's not very big on his side, and then my mom only has a sister, and I have 2 cousins from that side. So our family isn't like giant by any means. I like the size that it is. I can keep track of everyone. My best friend Caitlin has like a giant extended family, and I honestly don't know how she remembers everyone's name, because like seriously, she's like 30 cousins. It's insane. So I don't have a giant family, but I love my family. They're the best. And I don't think I'll always stay in the area that I live in now. I really enjoy being near my family, so that's where I'm like kind of conflicted on if I would stay here like forever. But I really do like see myself moving somewhere else. I really love Nashville, Tennessee. That's somewhere I would really love to live. But really anywhere. I haven't like been to a ton of different places in the country, so I would love to like just see where the wind takes me, and if I had a job opportunity somewhere like interesting, I would definitely want to move there and just see what it's all about, even though I would totally be afraid and probably wouldn't want to do it, but I would try to push myself to do it. Okay, Ray 14 asked, do you have any pets or siblings? No pets, but I do have a younger sister. Her name is Rachel, and she's 6 years younger than me. She is currently a junior in high school, which is insane. I keep thinking she's like in 8th grade, but she's not. So I have one sibling, and she's awesome, even though we're like complete opposite people. Gin and Glitter Victoria asked me, if you only had to use one makeup brand, what would it be? And she said that she hates answering these types of crazy hypothetical questions. If I could only use one makeup brand, oh my god, I'm trying to like look at the makeup and what I like a lot. Oh my god, this is so hard because I use stuff from like every different makeup brand. Oh my god. Well, I think I might go with, what am I gonna go with? Burberry. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm sticking to that because I've tried their foundations, really love them. Their eyeshadows are amazing. I'm sure their lipsticks are incredible. Their blushes seem amazing. So if I could only use one makeup brand, Burberry. That is my answer for sure. And then she also asked, if you could work for one makeup brand in any capacity, marketing or whatever, not just sales, what brand would you want to work for? I think it would be really cool to work for a skincare company because, I don't know, I just really have been into skincare. It's really interesting to me. And if I could, I actually applied to a job with Kate Somerville. Didn't get that, but I thought that it would be like cool to work for her. So maybe like Kate Somerville would be cool to work for her, or First Aid Beauty. They're out of Massachusetts, and I think that that would be really cool company to work for since I love like all of their stuff. But for a makeup brand, I think I would also pick Burberry for that because they're so like sophisticated and classy, and it would be cool if I could work in like London or Chicago where they have an amazing Burberry store. So yeah, Burberry for makeup, or Kate Somerville or First Aid Beauty for skincare. Great questions, Victoria. I like those. All right, Isabella asked me, what did you major in? Answer that. And any plans for grad school? I definitely considered grad school. At this point, I am not going to grad school. I've applied to like jobs at different colleges, and if I were to like work at a college, I like people that work at a college for like administrative assistant, yeah, right, that's how you say it. They usually like offer free grad school programs for you. So if I were ever in that position, I would definitely take advantage of that and like choose something to study for grad school. But right now I don't have any plans for it. Dogs or cats? I love both, but I would definitely have to go with dogs because they're more like energetic. And what's your favorite food? Crab. I love crab like in pasta. I love crab seafood dip. Crab like just like out of the legs. Oh my god, crab is like my all-time favorite. So definitely crab. And then my favorite like dessert is ice cream and cake and brownies. Just any dessert. Any dessert is like my favorite. Miranda Pierce asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like I said, I have so many ideas of different things I want to be. Something I would really like to do is own my own business. I don't know like what kind of business, like makeup related or like random. I don't know. I think it would be really cool to be an entrepreneur, and I'm always thinking of new ideas and stuff, so I think that it would be really neat to do that. So maybe one day I would own my own business or like a nonprofit or something. I think that would be like seriously amazing. All right, I only have 2 papers left. Sophie from France. Oh my gosh, I love reading your comments, Sophie, by the way. She asked me, why did I make my YouTube channel, and am I making money from it? How old am I, and what do I do in my life for studies and work? So I answered why I made my YouTube channel. I do make a little bit of money from the ads that are on my channel. It's not like I'm making millions of dollars. If I was, I wouldn't be working in retail right now. But that's how people can make YouTube a career, is through the ads that are on like at the beginning of the videos or like as pop-ups or the ones on the side. That's how like YouTubers can make a job out of it. So I do make a little bit of money. It's definitely like not much and I can't live off of it by any means, but it is really cool to do something that I love doing, and this is my hobby, but make like a little bit of money. It's absolutely amazing. So I do make a little bit of money. I'm 22 years old and right now I am working in retail, but yeah, not a permanent thing for sure. And the last question is from Juicy Fashion 11. And she asked me, since you have finished college, where do you see yourself? What field of degree did you complete? Do you see yourself moving out to your own place soon? So, ever since I graduated college, I've been like in this kind of like weird place. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I want to do. So I'm like kind of confused about where I am in life, and I don't see myself moving out of my parents' house in the foreseeable future. I don't have a job like somewhere that's far enough away that I would need to like have an apartment or something. When I do get a more like serious job, if it is somewhere else, I would definitely move out. But for now, for like financial reasons especially, I couldn't even afford to like have my own place outside of my parents' house. So living at my parents' house is amazing, and it's not something I want to do forever. Like I don't want to be 40 and living with my parents, but I definitely have time to like figure out like a living situation once I get like a real adult job. But for now I am here and I am loving the free food and my big bed and being with my family all the time. But yeah, so those were all the questions. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god, seriously, this was incredible to do this, and I feel like you guys got to know me a little bit better, and it was so fun, like, because I recognize so many of your usernames. Even if I don't know like your name, I know your username or like your little icon and I recognize it, and it's really cool to have questions from you guys come in. So thank you all so much for that. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something about me, or like my answer was helpful or interesting or something. So thank you all so much for watching. I seriously love you all. You are incredible, and I hope that you all are having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!